Are we hearing me yet? Oh, I see now. Okay. Oh, there we go. Are you hearing me yet? There we go. Still, can you hear me now? Oh, we're testing. 1, 2, 3. No, that says no. Yes, you can still hear me? Enough. Throw something at my dog. I don't know what. It works now. So this is my Halloween costume. I'm gonna be a space traveler. What do y'all think? I think the glasses are fucking kooky and fun. Hold on while I go beat my dog. Alright, you gonna stop that? Okay, good girl. No need. She knew I was on my way. Works now. Yay! Well, thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate that. I hope you can still hear me. See me, hear me. Okay, cool. Well, welcome. What does it say? Hamza. My gracious. Oh, we have 11 people watching. Good. Well, at least I'm figuring things out. What do you think? My space travel outfit was quite funky. Kooky. Boy. So what are y'all doing up at this time? Hold on 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. Oh, hope my alien friend here kept you entertained. Watching me. I wonder why it's using 2 different cameras for this. That doesn't make any sense at all. Please don't block you. Well, we all know I should. But welcome to my room and my first test at this. Trying to figure it all out. 9:30. It is 3:36 a.m. on the East Coast, about a block from the Atlantic Ocean. You're up. Are you on the East Coast or West Coast? Because if you're on the West Coast, then it's what 1 a.m. there? Midnight? Midnight, that's not so bad. I've become a total, completely night owl. So. Isn't that cool? 12:30. You saw me on Chatterbait last month? Yeah, I need to. I've just had so much learning to do with editing for my Halloween videos that I've just been watching tutorial after tutorial and lots of trial and errors and getting everything right and get almost everything all done 6-7 hours and then just lose everything by hitting the wrong button and being frustrated and starting all over again or it not rendering. So much of a learning curve for me on some things, but when I learn it, I learn the like, freak out of it. Like, I learned it upwards and backwards and every way else. So, I have to master it. Amsterdam. I want to go to Amsterdam. I need to get a passport. It's 3 a.m. so you're on the East Coast too. North Africa. Oh my gracious. That is quite a ways away. Since I live in Miami, and when we have, really beautiful sunsets here, they say that's dust in the air from Africa. So every time I'm dusting, I try to keep in mind that my dust is special. It's exotic. That is from Africa. And it makes it a little less like a chore. I'm like, I'm dusting exotic dust. I know, it's silly. Hey, Simply the Best. You're in Miami too? Laxed Lou. Yeah, I'm in Miami. I've been here for several years. Thinking about moving up north where they have seasons and it's colder and stuff like that. But where up north, I don't know. If I was to go Midwest or just go further up the East Coast or what. Eventually. Oh, hello, Sydney, Australia. BC. That's the wonders of the web. Huh. That everybody's here talking from all around the world. I find that absolutely amazing. Phenomenal. And we're not being charged long distance charges for it. Y'all probably don't even know what long distance charges are. Irma, I went to Texas and waited it out. Far Cry, you are on the wrong site. You're gonna state the obvious and act like we should all be like shocked, surprised, or what? You cannot have a normal conversation. Is that beyond your capabilities? Actually, it was none at all for me, and I live a block from the beach. Actually, it was supposed to hit my area the hardest, and I was in a mandatory evacuation since I live on the intercoastal and really a block from the beach. So, but they didn't even lose electricity in my building. So, I left the state. You worked? I heard that there was a titty bar in Miami that was open. I was like, hell, I could have stayed and just gone there and like hung out. Well, it's not more viewers. I actually don't mind there not being so many viewers since this is my first time trying it out and testing. So, and I don't mind low-keyed, to tell you the truth. I don't mind it at all, especially when you're just learning new things. It was nuts in the ER. Oh, I can't even. It's always nuts in the ER, especially in Miami. There's some crazy people here. I remember one time a friend of mine got off the plane from Dallas, and she goes, okay, so everybody's talking about how crazy and nuts it is here. And I looked up as we're driving down US 1, and there's this, like, old guy in his white and tidies talking on a payphone where the phone cord was hanging down and not connected, and he had them on backwards, and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, there you go. On time. On cue. Oh, you're more than welcome, Jimmy. I started in 2001, I believe. I started in 2000. My stuff started being published in 2001. Well, that's kind of a good thing, right? The shelters. I left the state. Like, I left. And the drive was 24 hours there and then 24 hours back due to traffic and all that. But I had that gas app, which helped. Took a lot of back roads. So, only thing I wish, but I had my pets in the car, so I couldn't, like, stop. I just see, especially on taking the back roads, there's just so many things I want to photograph. Like, I love old buildings and architecture and stuff like that. So there's so many things, like, I want to, like, drive. Because I always drive with my pets. I really shouldn't, but I want to drive across the country and just be a photographer and just take pictures of things. and then take them into Photoshop and see what I could do with them. Maybe one day. When I was younger, I was in my 27, 28. I went home for 4th of July and we're at the lake with my dad. And I had just moved to Oklahoma, but I had sent him a postcard from Dallas of New York City that I was moving to Oklahoma. So when I went back, he's like, okay, where are you living? New York, Dallas, or Oklahoma? I was like, well, I was in New York on vacation. My layover was in Dallas, and I moved to Oklahoma. So, and he's like, where do you get this wandering gene from? And I was just like, I looked at my dad like he was nuts because he was a truck driver for 20 years. My mom's still a truck driver. She's been a truck driver for like 45 years. She had a truck stop named after her. It's doing a circle thing here. Why is it doing the circle thing? Am I frozen? If I'm frozen, I got frozen on a funny face, which is just like par for course. So, Ling Ling, how often do you do these things? Do you do them often? I am frozen. How do I refresh? Do I refresh? What do I do? How about that? I hit refresh. Did that work? And we froze again. How about now? I'm back. Yay! So, Ling Ling, it says BBW Spotlight. So you do these things often? Play some of my music. Oh, you don't? Oh, okay. You're just on. Just happen to be on YouTube, or did it tweet out from my account and you saw? Or you follow me? How's that work? You're here for me? Well, okay. I personally think all porn stars are down to earth. It's just how you come at them and where you come at them, or how you approach them. Let me put it that way. So that has a lot to do with it. I mean, after all, I have to walk my dog several times a day and pick up their messes. So hard not to be down to earth when you have pets to humble you. Well, every culture does it, but everybody feels that way about how they look for a certain point. Like, nobody feels like, oh, I'm being celebrated. Like, even your skinny, tall models feel lanky and awkward and unaccepted by society and stuff like that. Everybody goes through that. It's just up to you to change that inner dialogue. That has a lot to do with it. And that should just mean more women for you, Basie. I'm the best. Well, thank you. I'm a bit of an egomaniac at that. So not so down to earth. Yeah, well, I mean, you probably tell women that make it to make is probably your line, huh? That's what you tell those girls, so they think, oh, but he likes me, so it's all good. Mm. I've had men in the past before I did porn try to tell me that stuff, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm getting hit on 60 to 100 times a day, so you're not the only one who wants me. I was on a date when a guy tried that, and it was, and I'm like, so you're not the only one who wants me, and the guy just went, you're right. I was trying to lay some lines on you, and they're not going to work, are they? I'm like, no. Well, actually, I bit skinnier, chubby faces. That has to do with your bone structure, not so much your weight, to tell you the truth. Some people just have more round faces or predominant cheekbones. I don't know how you would describe that, but it has to do with the shape of your face. My face happens to be oval, which no matter what I weigh, it's still going to be oval. Some people have round faces, and some people have more square-shaped faces. And then the heart-shaped is probably my favorite. I think Ling Ling has a heart-shaped one. You know what? I don't go around staring at people's faces trying to figure those things out. It's just not something that I've ever pondered, or you get what you get. I don't know. I don't stare at people's faces and try to think such things. I mean, it just doesn't. I mean, I go for more of like people's personality. I like a good strong jawline. I love a good strong jawline, especially on men. But other than that, if they're a good person with good manners and proper etiquette. Also, my etiquette needs a lot of work, but still. What did I do before? Oh, this light is flashing. Let me change the settings a little bit. There we go. I was just, well, see, I've been an adult entertainer since my early 20s. I was a stripper before. So, I've been making money off my tatas my entire adult life, pretty much. But I've always had other jobs too. So, I worked in retail. I worked as a waitress. I've worked in offices. Um, I was a manager at a tanning salon for 2 years. Let's see. I went from part-time help at 15 hours a week to management in 2 weeks. And I went from management to like doing all the books and running the business within a year. So when I quit, the owner pretty much cried. If I didn't have mine, I would have bought a pair. You know what? I don't think about anything else because I'm so happy with this. It's such a creative, it's a creative, rewarding job. It's the most creating, rewarding job I've ever had. Like when I was in retail, I used to do all the windows and dress all the mannequins and all that at the places that would end up being my job, and I was very creative at it. And merchandising. It's called merchandising. I wasn't great at it. But, I was just a paid regular employee. They didn't want to give me more money. They fired the person that did do it, but they didn't give me a raise or extra money for doing it. So I wasn't being rewarded for it financially. But now, the more creative I get with my stuff, the more financially I'm rewarded. But I'm also rewarded, how do you say? Like, I'm satisfied, like, I'm happy. I mean, like, it's always challenging, and I have always things to learn and a to-do list of things to learn. That's crazy. But I feel the most rewarded. Not so much as I want to be financially, more so, but I feel happier as a person and more satisfied in my job. So there's nothing else I would do. I would still be an entertainer. Me doing this is like taking it to a different level, but still long, but still entertaining. Is paradise on the cheap? They come there and stay with you for free. Well, you use 2 words, cheap. I don't know you. I don't go live with you. Don't want me to live with you. I have 2 dogs and a mean ass cat. Who cried? You know, I found what I was doing before interesting. So, I mean, I was a stripper too the entire time. I was working office jobs and retail. I always had, 2 jobs. Now I have about 5. Yeah. So, I mean, I never imagined I'd be like editing videos and adding special effects in when I was younger. I used to watch movies and be like in awe, but of course I can't do it on that level by far. But I watch a lot of YouTube videos and learn more and take it above and beyond that most people are doing in porn, especially girls, who are creating clips like I do. But there are some, which makes me just step up my ante and get better at it too. What kind of music do I fancy? Right now, I'm listening to Singing in the Rain. I listen to a lot of jazz, a lot of 1920s music, especially when I perform live on cam. Because music is only copyrighted for 75 years. And we're coming up on 100 years for the 20s music. So, I listen to a lot of 1920s music. But I enjoy it too. And plus it sets me apart from everybody else. You don't want to be like everybody else. I get copied often and a lot, but that just makes me step up my game again and do something else different as a challenge. Good taste? Well, they say everything comes back around eventually. So, no, I don't do bucket list of things like that. I don't see as people as something as a challenge, or to me that's just, you're not seeing them as a human being, as a total person. Do I have any blonde influences? Do I have blonde hair underneath this wig? Yes. How do I feel like aliens? Well, I have friends that are obsessed with aliens. I have this one now. I have to blow on him and, get him to inflate, which Vicky Vet said would make him very happy. I don't do the alien thing for the most part. Like, I don't go hunting for aliens, or I've never seen an alien. I've seen plenty of ghosts. I can tell you ghost story after ghost story, and considering it's the time of the year, my ghost might obligate and make an appearance. It's not like you weren't warned, Miss Ling Ling. It's not like I didn't write and tell you. But what would I know? I am a I told you so kind of person, but then again, I made the mistake way longer and more so than you did, so you just have to move on and move forward. Ghost story. Okay, here's a ghost story. Why do guys fall in love with me? Because you want something you just can't have. Because I'm a star. I shine no matter what. No, I'm just kidding. Ghost story. Okay. So a couple of years ago, I'm decorating for Halloween. And I've had this one ghost for years. And I picked him up in an apartment complex on the beach in Hollywood, Florida. And So I'm hanging up all the Halloween. I mean, I drastically changed my place. Like even my regular camp customers are like, "Did you move?" And I'm like, "No." uh, so I'm decorating. I was like, "Oh my god!" I told my brother, I was like, "I could almost like sell tickets to this as a haunted house." And he's laughed. He goes, "Well, only if your ghost would participate." And at that time, on a table across the room, he does this. He knocked twice, and I'm like, "Well, he's gay." So that's one of my ghost stories. Like my ghost stories, like the one he stays with me quite often. He's quite handy. One day I had a killer migraine. I'm in the tub and my head's just killing. I left the TV on too loud, and I was just like, "Oh, the TV's on too loud." And he turned the TV down. I thought that was helpful. And once I was in the guest bedroom when I was camming, and usually it's like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon when he does things, and he's like, "Hey, what's going on?" And I'm like, "Just working." So, do y'all have ghost stories? I don't do favorite things. I enjoy many a variety of different things, but I just don't do a favorite kind of thing. Like I don't do favorite colors. I don't do favorite positions. I don't do who's my favorite partner on screen because I like all different colors. I like all different kinds of foods, and you work with who they choose for you to work with. Well, in general, until you get to a certain level, then at that point you get to choose. I've been able to choose for a long, long time, but most of the time, because I'm not a diva, I'm just like whoever. But I've been able to choose for the past 14 years. Not many girls get to that level. Alright, how's my... let's keep that away from this, because that's we're just doing a positive kind of thing. Let's not go there. Am I in love at the moment? I'm in love with a lot of men at the moment. Men are my hobby. I have a dry throat. Do I have a... what's a cat? Do I have a cat? Yeah, I have a cat. He's outside, I think. Yeah, he's outside. I have 2 cats and a dog. 2 dogs and a cat. Do I have a cold? No. I'm trying to figure out what that CA thing means. I have allergies. Bad allergies. Do I speak any other languages? No. I took 2 years of German in college. Get a few beers in me, I think I can speak German. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Especially when I'm around a bunch of German people. They forget that I don't speak German and they just go full on, and I'm just like, alright, I have no clue at this point. English people. Guten Tag. Oh, guten Morgen. Any blonde people that influenced me, my online personas? No, not really. When you first on camera, I mean, I read a book by Sidney Lumet or somebody, and it says, fake it until you make it, like, take on a persona. It was probably a modeling book. And I probably did a lot of Betty Davis. And she's Aries also. I also like Joan Crawford, and she's an Aries, and they're just, like, bold broads. So it's not a blonde thing for me. I also, oh God, what was her name? Rosalind Russell. I do not have children. Why? That just... oh, you're speaking Dutch? Oh, kids are not for me. I am a godmother 9 times over. Thank God. I don't have to raise any of them. I've helped raise a lot of kids for my friends, but I am not into having kids. Hi, Nene. Kids age you. I'm almost 50. They are not for everyone. That's too big of a responsibility. Hell, I just have pets and I think that's enough work. Much less forming somebody's personality and make sure they're growing up to a good person. I do like Mae West. There is a blonde I really love. I do love Mae West. Total complete Mae West fan. I even have a few of her playbills from her play Sex. So I do like, yeah, that's the one person I truly do like and admire, because she was so just like, ugh. She wrote, she directed, she owned all her shows. Like, it was all hers from beginning to end, the complete total project. It was all hers. And what she said, I mean, was just common sense. Like, there's probably not a problem I can't solve for women or in this industry with the Mae West quote. I can solve almost every problem in this industry with the Mae West quote. Or man problems. I've never thought of an action figure. Probably a yellow bikini. A tiny yellow bikini, since that made me, you know, like that was my first video, hardcore video, and that little bikini top went viral, and I went viral all with one little thing. So yeah, that would be, because that's what I'm best known for. I should channel her for Halloween. You know, no. Like, I take inspiration from other people, but I don't. If I'm going to do anybody for Halloween, and I need to do it because I've been needing to do it. I have all the props to do it now. Anna Nicole Smith coming back to haunt the place where she died, the Hollywood Casino, the Hard Rock. I just think that would be. Is it too soon still? Do y'all think? Like, I should. I mean, she's from Texas. I'm from Texas. I don't think. No, I don't like to. I don't want to do mainstream TV. So yeah, if I was going to channel anybody, a blonde especially would be Anna Nicole Smith, because we're both big boobs. We're both from Texas. We're both over the top. So I would go. I want to go there and do her coming back from the dead. So if I don't drink, so I'd have to put Sprite into a champagne glass and pretend it was champagne. So I need to watch a lot of her old videos from her TV show to get her personality down. Which would be a little bit mix of my friend Shelly before I got her to drop the playing dumb, the dumb blonde act. So Suits is, I like the lead actor in Suits. He's good looking, but I like the show up until the last 2 seasons. Now I just can't watch it. So if I was going to do anybody for Halloween, it would be Anna Nicole Smith. Oh, Snot Chicken, you are being way too serious here. I would never answer those questions, especially online for the world to whole see. There's some shit you just don't say out loud. Well, let's keep everything above the age of 18 here. You saw me when you turned 18. Well, it's not like I had a choice in it. It's not like, okay, I want to grow up in the 80s. Well, how about I want to grow up in the 20s? It's not like you have a choice of which decades you grow up in. Jimmy. So, I've never been to Europe or the Netherlands. I don't have a passport. So, Yes, I am almost 50, but I feel like 24. Well, probably more like 27, which is about the age of the men I date. I don't smoke. I'm going to try to get at least 6 to 7 hours of sleep a night, if not 9. It was garbage. Well, see, you're still young, Jimmy, so you still have time to get as you get older, your perspective of things and how they went down changes. And it's not like you get a choice. Yeah, but she did a lot of things for effect and publicity. Like she wanted to do stupid things that would go viral, which you have to do for media. All right, well, you have a good night. I'm going to have to go soon too. I need to take all this makeup off and get a video started on editing and clean up my house from destroying it earlier from decorating for this outfit. And put things away. All that jazz. But I appreciate y'all being here for my first go round. My first attempt and trial. I hope I can go back and at least edit this a little bit. Add a filter. Am I crying? No. Why would you say I'm crying? I am not a crier. Occasionally, like, especially last week. My eyes water a lot from allergies. I couldn't even put my contacts in the other day because they just watered all day long. But no, not in general. Not a crier. Pretty happy person. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a whirl. See what happens. I mean, be sure to everybody to follow me on Twitter. I'm not into the camming on the cam sites per se, but I want to be a little bit more mainstream. So this is the way to do it. I mean, my channel, I don't update it, and I filmed some videos tonight to update it with, but that's going to be a lot of editing. The way I did them. But there is more money to be made on YouTube than there is in my industry on tubes and channels. So why not? Go for it. Because you just never know, right? Maybe we should do one. Maybe I'll set one up for a schedule, like on Solo Girl sites, since I know that that market really well, and what it takes to have a successful Solo Girl site. So more geared towards that. I don't know. I have to think. I do have a lot to offer. I have an idea book with about 20 different things I need to film for YouTube. Actually, it's about 50. But that's filming. That's not live streaming. So, and they have nothing to do with, porn. So, oh, yeah, I think so. I think so. I don't know if I'll get too many girls, but they can always go back and watch them in the archive. So, I mean, I have about 100 ideas on that one I've written down. Like, what it takes. Link it to my, I have an Amazon affiliate thing. I need to get that out too and link it to some of the things where they can buy things that they can use. So, part of my creative process. Like tonight, I bought this jacket at what do you call it? Alright, Stunt Chicken. I want to figure out how to block you because we don't talk about such things. That's just disgusting. No, no, no. Not the proper place for this. No, no, no. He's removed. Alright, see? I found this jacket for like 20 bucks, and I thought, okay, it's a little 80s, it's a little old ladyish, but it looks like a space cadet thing, and I already had the gold pants. And so I ordered these off of Amazon to go with it. And then I had this from Amazon already. So, like, I only needed one. Oh, and I ordered him, which I thought he was going to be about this big, but he turned out to be bigger than I thought he was. So, the creative process. Oh, you're more than welcome. You always got to keep it fresh and moving forward. So, all right. Well, I'll ponder a time when I'm cleaning up and getting ready for bed about the next one and what the subject is going to be. Like, I have my member show tomorrow night at 8, so maybe I'll do it after that, not before, because I'm always like rushing to get ready for it. So maybe I'll make it for like 10 o'clock tomorrow night. Alrighty, love bugs. Well, everybody, y'all have a great weekend and enjoy yourselves. Mwah, 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 mwah. Am I going to do VR? No. First of all, editing it is a nightmare. And I just spent $1,700 on a new computer. And you need like a $5,000 computer. $5,000 computer for editing it. And it's not as popular as you think it is. So you're spending a lot of money. They're going to do a lot of things with it. It's going to get a lot cheaper before I'm going to let people do all the experimenting it and perfecting it before I invest in something like that. Like, you never want to be the first person on that end. I don't. So, no. It's like, if you don't have the basics of editing and perfecting your product before you go to that level, it's pointless. Like, you have to have your production values and your production and stuff like completely like on point before you go and learn that. Like, right now you probably have somebody else editing your videos, but you don't know if they're good at it or not. So that was my problem. Like, my old webmaster, I didn't realize they were doing a shitty job of editing until I started learning editing, and then I'm like, they fucking suck. Actually, most people in porn suck at editing. There's very few good ones at it. But there's some. And the girls individually are. Well, I am in cosplay now. I just don't do particular characters. I do my own. I create my own characters. Not personality-wise, but look-wise. And tonight, I'm a space traveler. I filmed 2 videos. 1 video of Lust in Space. Yeah, you're right there. So, that was my theme. I got more videos to film with that theme. Like, I got to figure out this week how to, this coming week's challenge is to split screen. Like myself, it was one character, and then myself as another character, writing the dialogue and having it back and forth. That's my next thing. So, always be up in the ante. So, yeah. I know everybody talks about VR in this industry, but if you talk to gamers and stuff, they're like, VR porn is like, bleh. So you have to talk to the customers and how they feel about it. And so far, nobody's coming onto my timelines or into my rooms going, oh, when are we going to do VR porn? When our sites barely, like, tolerate being 4K video. Oh, my hair. My wig's all messed up now. Alright, everybody. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I can talk everybody's ears off for hours. That's a blessing and a curse. Alright, everyone have a wonderful Saturday. Mwah. And I'll schedule it tomorrow night. Let's show one here next. Alright. Bye, loves. Mwah. I don't know how to end this. Maybe